It makes sense. Make it make sense. Miss Erico, baby, come see by me. And we swing and swing right, swing left. Roll with me or get rolled over. I'm rolling like a locomotive. Ain't no stopping me now. 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 So why would you try? I tell no lies. Got fear in his eyes. Don't play with this guy that here's not wise. Play my hand right. Got pink Sprite. Styrofoam white. Top 8 ice. She's so shy. She still try. These lame ass niggas, they so tired. Stay getting money. Try to take from me. Rap like a mummy. Can't say nothing. That's his money. Bring it here, honey. She work for me. Fly snow bunny. Whatever I said, I done it. Talk girly, run me my money. Drip hard, I keep water running. Stack hard, thumbing through blue hundreds. Summing up, take nothing, I'm funded. Hear nothing, these rappers be mumbling. Running up, magician with the numbers. Cold winters, this bands in the summer. No, really, I'm just being honest. Graduated and hustling with honors. Beat the case, not guilty, your honor. No snitching, not talking, I promise. Ain't no stopping me now. 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 Swing. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing on this beautiful Sunday? This is Make It Make Sense. This is Mr. Come See by me himself, and I'm here. I've been coming at y'all all week on with these reaction videos, man. Y'all check me out on YouTube. You can check me out on my Facebook page. All the information is still the same. It's KUMSEEBOUTME, and that's how you locate me. You can Google that if you want to. The ones I know that ain't gonna do it, that's fine. The ones that do it, thank you. Thank you for the ones who do it undercover. Thank you for the ones who do it on top. And thank you for the ones who don't do it at all. Because it don't matter. Because I know it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That's why we say make it make sense, man. Sunday, today's topic. Let y'all get in here for a few. But today's topic, man, I want y'all to think about this. Made in the image. Oh, I want to know why I came up with this. Because, man. First of all, I just want to say I'm thankful, y'all. Let's do this the proper way. First of all, I don't want to say I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the position that I'm in. I don't care what position I'm in. I'm thankful for being in this position. And I know how to move this situation the way that I want it to go because I believe it's going to go the way that I manifest this to go. I just want to continue to be that light on that foothill so that people that live in the darkness or been familiar with the dark know where the light is just to get back into the darkness because you need the light and the dark. You don't need either or. One is not bad, one is not good. It's still the same because you got to go to both places to experience. But I'm just here to say I want nothing but to show appreciation I give thanks to the Most High. To the Most High. And we got to be careful. And the reason why I pause, we got to be careful because we don't know what entities we praying to. We don't even know what we're dealing with. It says the principalities of that we are fighting against spiritual things that we cannot see. I want y'all to think about that. So if we fighting against those spiritual things we can't see, what makes you think that talking to the wrong person, praying to the wrong, what makes you think you're not? Because, okay, all right, okay. That's why I picked this. You made an image. First, let's just go back to why I came with this topic. I'm thankful to be in this position. Y'all work with me. I'm thankful to be in this position. Look, say, man, anything I said, man, excuse my flesh because my flesh want all the credit for it. But I'm not doing it for my flesh. I'm doing it for the simple fact that this is how I renew my wings and this is how I get my energy for the week. If I just talk these things out myself, I don't have a particular go-to person I talk to. So how about I just put some lights on and I just talk? I don't have to look at y'all. I put these shades on because I don't have to look into the screen because I'm not there yet. I just want to sit here and talk. And it's some things that I've been thinking about. But while I was thinking about it, I say, we made in this image. It say, let us make man in our image. It say, let us make man in our image, y'all. I want y'all to think about that. I have to say it slow. Let us make man in our image. Yes, the word "our" should stick out for you. If you couldn't get it, then I'm gonna tell you right now, "our" should have stuck out to you. Let us and "our" are two words that we have to look into. Because the last time I checked the school system that I was in, the school system told me that you have plural and you have singular. One of the two means that one is more than one, and the other one means one. So again, singular and plural, and they taught us the words that make sure that we know what plural and singular mean. They taught us the words that made us know that if it was more than one, then that means it was a group, and you know that it was singular. Singular means by itself, plural. However that go, y'all figure it out because I was still trying to figure it out. So I got these shades on so y'all can't see the mistake, but I probably have my own mistake because I ain't perfect. And I like the way how this just rolls. But we are made in this image. Singular and plural. They taught us those. They taught us, hey man, look, it's only one God. Then we find out that, hey man, Elohim more means plenty, means more than one. Elohim. And then I know if you keep rocking with me on them reaction videos, I'll break down what I'm talking about. But you got to learn symbolism first to understand what I'm talking about. You have to learn symbolism first to understand what I'm talking about. Now, let us make man in our image. It's a verse in the Bible that say, hey, man, look, say, hey, I'm a jealous God. Then you got to think about when Moses was up there and while he was talking to God, when he came back, these people built a bull, a gold bull. Y'all feel me? Built a whole gold bull altar. You hear me? It's a whole nother deity. That's a whole nother God. These people was praying to it, which means they was talking to it. That's why I say be careful who you be praying to, because you don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. And they only taught us so far. They only taught us so far. It's a ceiling right here, man. They only taught us so far. You can't be one of the ones who's stuck under that ceiling because you got to go past that ceiling because you'll find out, just like we found out right now today, there's a lot of things going on that they didn't teach us in school. We find it out right now today that there's a lot of things going on that they didn't teach us in school. They wasn't trying to teach us that in school. School wasn't even for them to teach us. School was just to get us to be in a physical state or in a mind-blowing mind that we're going to have to go to this place for X amount of hours that we don't want to go to get anything beneficial in life. Even if it's school or job. That's what the fuck school was for, to do the same thing for the job. So therefore, your life is just nothing but going to a building, staying in that building for X amount of hours, letting that building produce whatever the fuck you're going to live off of. That's just like putting gas in the car. The car ain't going to go without the gas, or if it's electric, it ain't going to go without the electric. But it's the same thing, school and gas. School and work is like what I'm talking about, school and work, because you know what I'm saying, you're going to transform. Oh, when you graduation don't mean you just crossing over into this industry world unless you figure out that, hey, I'd rather own my stuff instead of working for somebody else's stuff. Because working for somebody else's stuff going to get you to where you be stressed out. Working for somebody else's stuff is going to be when life hits your ass. They don't even need you and they don't want you and they replace you. I'm telling you, man, that is not something that you want to base your life around because now you're living in fear. Now you're living in anxiety. Now you're vibrating at a low level. And it ain't even your fault that you're vibrating at a high level because you was taught in school that you need a job to work and take care of your kids. Well, you mean to tell me if this is a job that I don't even like working for, this is what I got to do for the rest of my life? And then all those jobs that we get, they ain't even last. They don't even have no longevity over there. It's some jobs I see that have longevity, and there's other jobs that I don't see have longevity. And I see that the ones that don't pay that much, it just depends. I guess the less they can pay you, the more loyal they is to you. I guess, you know what I'm saying? But the more they can pay you, the more they really try to get you out if they trying to crush some numbers or do some type of money number. Y'all know what I'm talking about at these jobs. Y'all know how the game go with these jobs, and that's the same thing. That's the same thing that go in the sports world. That's the same thing that go over here in the music world. I'm trying to tell you, it's if you know somebody and you just one good time where everything lined up and you lined up because you believed in it, not because you just simply prayed to something you don't even know what you're praying to, but you believed in it. You believed that you was made in the image. You believed that the image that you was made of was greater than the situation that you was in, so therefore you believed in yourself and made yourself the greatest situation, and therefore the greatest situation is knowing that you was made in the image. Deuteronomy 2, 1 through 3. Let me give you a brief definition. Say, look, it's stuck on my mind, man. It say, look, Deuteronomy 2, 1 through 3. Got a couple of verses. Say, then we turned back and set out toward the wilderness along the route to the Red Sea. They was en route, going somewhere. Then the Lord directed me. For a long time, we made our way through this hill country of Seir. Then the Lord said to me, you have made your way around this hill country long enough. Now turn north. Boy, you've been here too long, and it's time to go. You've been here too long, and it's time to go. You've been in this territory too long, and it's time to go. See, reading this now, after going through what I experienced, now it makes a whole lot of sense. It makes sense why I was saying shut up and be quiet, sit down somewhere. It makes a whole lot of sense now. In the wilderness, it did not supposed to take them that long. They was in the wilderness too long, y'all. They was not supposed to stay in that wilderness. I repeat, they did not supposed to stay in that wilderness that long. I repeat, they did not supposed to stay in that wilderness that long. There's no way. They was in there longer than what they supposed to, and God had to tell them, say, look, I didn't watch y'all do this over and over again, and it didn't work. Go over there. How many times God told you to go over there? How many times God has really told you to go over there? How many times? How many times have you felt it and known that somebody gave you confirmation? I talked to my little people today. You know what I'm saying? Told my little people. He was in there. It was time. He had to sit down. He would not sit down. He refused to sit down. But he came over here and sat down, y'all. Sat down long enough to where he can regroup and make his next move. But he's on the move. But one thing about being on the move, boy, you know what I'm saying? That when you're going to run out of gas. If you keep being on the move, you're going to run out of gas. But I'm just talking about being made in his image. I'm just talking about being made in our image. You want to go on image. Which image are you made out of? What's your kingdom right now? We want to know what it look like. We want to know. I want to know because I want to know what other kingdoms look like. So I know if this is the righteous kingdom to even step foot in or even get me to even cross that bridge. But then again, you walk by people's kingdoms and they stuff so powerful. You inherit this stuff that they got going on, and what they got going on don't match yours. You know, I ain't here to call names out of what's going on in those households, but I just know their frequency and their frequency, they don't get along too well, and it disrupts some stuff, and it causes other stuff on the outside because everything is a cause and effect. The yin and yang, calm, all that, whatever it is, it's always in motion. That's what we should know. Everything is always in motion. Everything is always in motion. Put some hearts on there, man. Put some more hearts on there. Need some more hearts. Everything is in motion. The topic right now for Make It Make Sense Sunday is made in this image. Made in the image. You are made in the image. And I sat up there and I looked and you are made in the image. What image are you made of? That's a question you need to ask yourself today. What image are you made of? What does your kingdom look like? How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? What's your kingdom look like? What's the image of God that you portray? What's your image of God? What is your image of God right now? What is your image of God right now? You could put 5 people next to each other and their image of God is totally different. Made in the image. Let us make man in our image. You got to know who your inner, you got to know. When they say ancestors, you need to stick to the story because they always with you. Because, boy, I seen something and I did a video. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, what this man say. Template basically he said, and hey, I am God because, hey, look, man, I look like my father. My father started looking like me. Whoop, whoop. He say, and me, how I look at it, I always say, look, I look at my dad and I'm like, man, I look just like him. And my kid gonna turn around and do the same thing to me, and then I'm gonna be up there, and then they're gonna be saying the same thing I just said. If you're in tune with yourself, that's how you're gonna feel about this world. You're gonna find something good out of whatever the hell is going on in your life. Shout out to y'all who will grab. I'm talking about. I don't care what's going on. I don't even want to name because we could be here all day. But what I'm saying is, if you're the one that is in there right now and you still walking above water, and I'm talking about freely, I'm talking about to where it is no work or nothing to get what you need to make it, even if you ain't got employment. You still getting what you need to get care of, and it's plentiful. Because now you believe in yourself. At first, when you didn't believe, see, it was happening to you to let you know how much power you had. Those spur of moments, those times where you thought you had, it was called favor, first of all. And you got to understand, you could be born with that favor, or you could just go and receive favor by how you treat everything. But if you know the code, that stuff becomes unlimited. Just like this Wi-Fi thing should be unlimited. Just think Wi-Fi, everybody needs it. If you just make one Wi-Fi where everybody can use it and you don't charge nobody, you know how powerful that'd be? But no, we can't let it all come together. That's why we got to keep it divided and separated. And that's why I know it got to be separated because You can have 3 people in the group, and all 3 of y'all cannot be thinking the same thing all the time. Now, I'm not going to say that don't have a chance to happen, but what I'm saying is that rarely happens where all 3 of y'all will have the same thing on your mind to do. Because if that can happen all across the world, then we'd be some powerful people, y'all. That means we'll never get into an argument. We wouldn't get mad at nobody if everybody was on that same level. That's how I'm seeing it. If everybody was on that same level doing it that way, that's how I see it. That's how I look at it. I got some clip that I want to show y'all, man. If y'all be on TikTok, man, I hope you can hear it. But let's play this clip to explain that I was ahead of my time. I was ahead of my time, people. Most time we come to you today. We come to you today with a humble heart. We come to you today because we see that the principles that we fight against are showing us a great fight. And it's doing its best to try to tear us down or tear something around us down or interrupt our atmosphere, interrupt our vibration, interrupt our interceding process with the one that created us. But right now, I stand in the gap and I say, we breaking all that right now, and it's broken off, and do not pick it up again, and do not accept it again, and do not answer that phone again. Because the only thing that we need to know is that we made in your image. And if we made in your image, we should continue to like the live share. So I say thank you to the Most High for everything that you've done. Like the live share. Even the things that I didn't like happened to me, and now I appreciate that it happened to me. And if it happened to me again, I'm going to appreciate it again. See, we got to show appreciation to the things that happen to us. You understand what I'm saying? Don't look at it as it's bad or it was a horrible thing. Okay, some things that happen we can't explain and we can't control. So you can't control the way that something happens by you feeling a certain way because those feelings are turning to change and it will lock you up. But right now, I come in his name and I say break them chains right now because if anybody is being whole burden right now, I want them to be released. I want them to fly to the highest heights just like an eagle. Just like an eagle. And I want them wings to renew because of eagle's wings renew. So right now I'm asking that you renew the minds of all the people that follow you and all the people that believe in you and all the people who have faith. Faith is action. Action is doing what you say you're going to do, and that means that you're going to believe in it. So right now, I put nothing but the breath of believing in what you want to accomplish that is already done. Do not say it like you want it to be done in the future. Say it like it's done now. I hope y'all hear this. Thank you for when I intercede with you and you gave me everything that I asked you for because it was already right there. Everything I asked you for. I asked you with faith. I asked you that it was. How many of y'all got what you asked for? You believe in yourself. And down there. And I'm letting people tell you what you is and what you ain't and how you are. I don't care how long they know you. What they call you. I don't care how many times they told you they love you. You know who you are. You don't have to let nobody remind you. You ain't responsible for how nobody come out. Read the back of that shirt. I know who I am. You understand what I'm saying? I do this. I'm free. I know who I am. Yeah. So no matter what happened, do you think I worry about what people say? Sure. I want them to talk. Think I worry about what people say? That's what you're supposed to. Yeah, it is young me. Because anywhere you go, at least you're paying attention. Yeah. So if I'm walking a certain way and they paying attention, they can have a plank in their eye. Keep liking the live. Come on. You understand what I'm saying? Because I got one in mind. Right? Yeah. Right. But I ain't gonna cast the first stone. Real shit. No weapon formed against me will prosper. Right. So if I'm not gonna cast the first stone and they cast the stone at me, it ain't gonna do nothing to me. First of all, you gotta know that the stone coming. Look, say man, I'm tired of y'all acting like shit don't happen. Nah, for real. I'm tired of y'all acting like shit don't happen and shit ain't gonna happen to you or shit ain't gonna happen to your best friend. Shit gonna happen, Jack. And you just best to goddamn learn the best way how to deal with it. If your ass caught a whooping, that's why I appreciate whoopings. Because nigga, if you could take a goddamn whooping as a kid and they shit that they be throwing at you now, like come on, man, the shit that you done went through when you was younger, the shit that they told you, whatever happened in this house, stay in this house, nigga, and you stood 10 on that shit, nigga, that mean that you something solid. You solid. You know what I'm saying? I know some ones who folded in households and they folded now. I know some ones who folded in households and got older and stood on 10. Hey, man, that's the way this shit go. It go from this to the finest of the finest in the beginning is not the finest at the end. And the ones that was talked about in the god dog on the beginning, them the ones that's shining right now. Hey, don't ask me how I know. Don't ask me how I know, because I'm shining, partner. And patroness. I made that word up. I live how I want to live. I don't give a damn what you feel about what's a word and what's not a word. I don't care what you feel about what's right and what's wrong. I don't care what you feel about being Republican or Democrat. I don't care about none of that, because I love myself enough to know that, hey, look, don't get mad at them if that's how they want to live their life. Man, why the fuck would I tell somebody how to look? All I want to do is say I really want to just talk to myself out loud. And then if somebody hear me and if they be like, man, I've been thinking the same shit. Well, God dog it, then let's sit down here and let's see what's going on. That's living. Let's see what's going on. That's how I would say, let's see how it's going on. How about y'all? Y'all, let's all right. I'm be quiet. Let's just go back to young me talking again. Let me just go back to young me talking. Maybe the old me, I'm a little too old. I get it. 44 in this bitch. Good 44. Look at this. This good caramel. Good. Stop playing all this pepper right here. Stop it. Thank you. Thank you. Share this here, man. I need some more hearts or whatever the hell this thing going on here. I like TikTok, man. I don't know, because maybe the colors, it look like people just be listening. Let's go, man. People on the YouTube, I appreciate you. People on their Facebook, thank you. People on the StreamYard, thank you. People with the Galveston podcast, think I wouldn't be nothing if it wasn't out y'all. So put them nines in the chat if you're messing with yourself. Come see about me, man. I'll be coming to you all week long. My face now, I've got to a point now where I have to put this stuff out here because they made it to where I can do what I love doing. And hey, I ain't worried about the compensation because the earth compensates me. I live off the land. And if you know there was no tides back then, I meant paper economy money, to where they was paying God back with the money, because there wasn't no money. Not when they was walking with 2 leaves and a goddamn carved rock at the bottom for slippers. Don't come for me. Don't you come for me. Continue. Let me repeat what I just said. If they say something about me, about what I did already, that is already erased and already thrown in the sea, why would I give that energy? Stop giving energy to stuff that has no value. Stop giving energy to stuff that ain't got no value. It carries no weight. Stop giving the energy to stuff that ain't got no value. It ain't got no value. It doesn't value. Take that ticket to a game. That ticket is old, just like the Temptations. When that man was in his crap, when he was in his mess, and it was time for him to go to the show was over with. But that's how you end up. You still bounce back from it. Oh man. You looking at me. Yeah. You're looking at the bounce back. Yeah. Yeah. Don't let people keep you down. Yeah. Don't let people dribble all the air out of you. Quit it. Quit it. They designed that. Quit it. Creation is funny. Yeah. Because you do. Give me some stars. Somebody got a star. Give me a star. I'll give you a star. Nothing wrong. You got to tell me how to do it. I don't know how to do it. What's the rose? How y'all give me a rose? I got to talk louder. Whatever you decide to do it. What y'all going to do over here? I bet you one person won't share it. I bet you one person won't put it in the chat. I bet you one person won't share it. Okay. If you want to get technical, let's get technical. What's wrong and what's right? What's a sin and what's not a sin? Okay. If it's a sin, do the sin 100%. Do the sin. Do not half do a sin. Ain't no such thing as halfway fucking up. You want to half do a sin? Do not halfway be successful. Okay? Do not halfway be wrong. And do not halfway be right. Be all the way right and all the way wrong. Do y'all know that I just be the same way? Y'all they can't judge you, nigga, if you the same way. I'm giving you the keys. Your ass just need to get in the car and drive. This is for the old. Don't bend over. I just gave you the keys. You got to don't let your yes be yes and your no be no. Right. Right. Okay. So whatever you say, you mean it. Mm-hmm. Whatever comes out your mouth, that's exactly what's gonna happen. I'm tired. My feet hurt. Y'all don't get it. You come home from work 8 hours. I'm tired. My feet hurt. That's Monday. What's gonna happen on Tuesday? Same thing gonna happen. I'm tired. My feet hurt. But tell yourself that you got some energy. Yeah. Tell yourself that you ain't. Thank y'all, whoever like to. Thank y'all. And watch how your body respond. Thank y'all. Watch how I connect back to the universe. Thank y'all, man. Continue to support, man. This making me feel. He said, whatever I created in that amount of time. Yeah, made in the image. What image? Just like the field goal. Image are you made of? Who are you? That's the shit that I ask myself every day. I'm not asking you who are you. Please don't get. I'm not asking you who you are because I don't get offended. Them the ones I'm afraid of. Because he gonna spit you out. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say that again. Don't be hot or cold. Yeah. No, be hot or cold. Be hot or cold. It don't matter. Correct them all. Just be all of them. Be hot or cold, but don't be lukewarm. Yeah. A lot of us like to take that bath and take that shower. We want it right there in the middle. We're going to spit you out. You're going to be hot or cold. No, he ain't going to spit you out. I like mine warm anyway. That's right. They're too hot. I can't do hot. That's Hades. I don't want no Sheol bath. You understand what I'm saying? No. Skin off. You really going to be a spiritual being. You're going to be illuminated because all it's going to be is flesh and cells and blood veins. Don't do that. Okay, cold shower would depend. In Texas, if it's in the summer, you're allowed to take a. Okay. But in the wintertime, you might, depending in Texas, but if you go up a little bit north, you better not be taking no cold shower. Yes. Yeah, one of the disciples gonna come knock on your door and tell you that it is against the heavenly realm to take a cold shower, and you live in Minnesota. Oh Lord. The solution. God's terms. Mm-hmm. Romans 8:30. This is part 1. It's Romans. Boy, we was in there with him too long. I'm tired of y'all walking around. I'm from an area where I had to get out the mud. I started from the bottom. Mm-hmm. You were right. Well, right now today we're gonna start from the bottom. Romans 8:39.
No power in the sky above or in the earth below. Indeed, nothing in all creation will ever be able to separate us from the love of God that is revealed in Christ Jesus our Lord.
Some powerful stuff. Mm-hmm. That is some powerful stuff. So now, before we go into Romans 8:39, thank y'all know me. Appreciate it. I have what is called, I like to teach.
Yes.
I don't call it preach. I don't call it nothing. I like to teach. Okay? I'm going to take the word teach out and I'm going to put in inform. I want to inform. I want to educate. I want to give. I want to add value. Whatever it is, whatever definition, whatever words fits you and whatever life you're in right now, well, let it fit you. Because right now, I have to explain these definitions because I did not make these definitions. To look up yourself. I want you to do some homework and I want you to look up these definitions. That's why I keep saying them. So, the 3 definitions I have today: intercession, Christ, and grace. Intercession is a noun. Before I go any further, I always describe to people what a noun is. We're going back to school. I want you to say it with me at homes, inside the building right now. Now, before we go any further with that, and to elaborate on the things that's about to come when I'm talking about, first and foremost, the definitions. Got to get a standing of Lord. Lord, what Lord means? Lord is a noun, and that was a name given to someone who has power or authority. So I was saying in the teachings that I have, I was saying that, hey, look, how about you put your name where Lord is? Because when you look in the Bible, it's Lord in the Bible a lot of times. So if Lord is in the Bible a lot of times, that means they took that out and put Lord right there. Remember that. So if they can do it, we can do it, is what I'm saying. So you put your name right there. You put your name right there. Put your name right there. Now that you know who Lord is, you put your name. That's someone, that was a name, get Lord, is someone having power or authority. Okay, Christ was a name given to Jesus by the people. So now, if you just start plugging up these names, now I say that and I always say, y'all ain't feel the power of that, though? Like, y'all don't feel the real power from that? Let me do this again, because maybe, see, I know I've been around people when I say that I like to see their facial expressions, because I really like to see how their eyes, which means they soul, interact on, because when you hear that good, whatever it is, whatever you say, you was praying and somebody came and confirmed what your prayer was, but you don't even know them. And now you feel all warm and fuzzy inside because that person was able to read the surroundings of the area and read what you was interceding with. You was So if it's in cahoots now you got to, hey, you got to appreciate it. You got to show some type of appreciation towards this. You have to show some type of appreciation towards it. So you got to show appreciation towards the fact that you are Lord, you are God, you are Christ. Those were names and titles given to someone. And they say they want us to live in the image. So what image? I asked y'all this earlier. What image? Are you in the image of Christ? Are you in the image of God? Are you in the image of wealth? What image? And then I say, okay, seek first the kingdom. Okay, so what's your kingdom looking like? What's your kingdom looking like now? See, they had us reading into that stuff when we was early, and they had us, you know what I'm saying, and I was in fear of some of this stuff that was happening, and that stuff dictates how you live and how you make decisions. You know what I'm saying? Say you had a part of your life where your hormones just not kicking in, and your hormones kicking in, and you decide to do some hormonal shit. Now that shit that you did that was hormonal, that shit was bad. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It couldn't just been called an experience. It had to be, oh, you went over there and nah, bro, this is what human beings do for number one. And we can't get upset on what human beings do, and we can't be judgmental of what the next human being do. You know what I'm saying? The next human being do one thing more than once. We ready to goddamn put them on the chopping block, or we ready to put them on the pedestal. Anyway it goes, it's a platform. And anyway the platform is going to get attention. So that means human beings do anything for attention. I took them too fast. I took myself too fast because I told y'all I don't be talking to y'all. I just be talking to myself. I don't have no particular one person I go sit down and talk to and tell them everything that's going on in my head. Because some of the stuff that's going on in my head, they might not want to hear that shit. They might not want to hear it. I don't care who it is. They might not want to hear what you're thinking about. How are you gonna survive if someone that you love don't want to hear the shit that you're talking about? Oh, you should just leave them alone. No, they just don't want to hear the shit that you're talking about. It is a reason why they don't want to hear the shit that you're talking about. And it's up to you to find out why you're the reason why they don't want to hear that shit at that particular time. Because maybe they are going through something, so they're understanding something. Maybe they understand that, hey, man, if I hear such words, somebody might have trigger words. Somebody might have trigger words. What are trigger words? Those are words that just trigger somebody. This is like somebody who is in rehab, and they are in rehab because of marijuana. And they got to stop smoking around. They don't got to, but they chose to. See, that's the difference. Got to and chose to is the same shit I've been talking about throughout this whole thing when I say make it make sense. When I say go back to the school and talking about go how school ain't really there to give us no education. School is not there to give us no education because they wouldn't have told us half the shit that they told us if there was education. And then we sit up there, we ain't never go, man, stop that shit. Then when we get older, you know what I'm saying, we start looking at shit, oh, that shit really wasn't true. Oh, that shit really wasn't true. And then they showing, it's funny how we get to a point now where the shit that we believe was the truth is being exposed as a lie. So therefore, if we don't become newborn, which means all the shit that we was taught, throw that shit away, we're going to be stuck in the same ass position that we've been in for years. Sounds to me that sounds like just generation. They say break the generational curse. Same old shit. But nowadays, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of shit that's been taken away to let you know that times some ain't calculating. A lot of shit sound like some. Don't this life seem like a remember the CDs and the DVDs? How if you don't take care of them, it used to skip and shit. I feel like that's what the fuck is going on. I feel like life is skipping and jumping and shit. I feel like some people are skipping and jumping. They death dates and all kinds of shit. Some timeline cross. They putting circles in different cities and shit. Y'all ain't paying attention to that shit. Thank you to the ones who's paying attention to that shit. Thank you to the ones who's paying attention to that shit. You got the ones who's really paying attention to this debacle shit that they call the president shit. That shit there baffles me as fuck. That shit baffles me as fuck. I see all kinds of stupid shit. At least I can. It might not be stupid to y'all, hey, but if it's stupid to me, don't get mad at me if I publicly announce that shit is stupid to me. Because it is stupid to me. Now, the shit might not be stupid to you, and I respect that. But just because I said it don't mean that I say, hey, man, And if somebody can talk to me and give me knowledge, that's what I love, because I love getting knowledge on it. Therefore, if I don't know nothing about it, I ain't gonna speak on it. And if it ain't vibrating where I'm vibrating at, fuck it. Stiff arm it. Heisman that bitch. Stiff arm that bitch. Get it away from me, bitch. I don't want it at all. That's how you should feel about the people around you, because if they ain't singing the same hymn as you singing, and one thing about being in the real shit that you in, say, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the shit where y'all motherfuckers don't even talk and you type. The ones you don't even talk to, and they tighter than the ones you talk to every day. Them niggas only get a text message about 3-4 times a year. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Ain't no hide, none of that. I like to talk to people who ain't afraid to talk. I'm talking about I like to talk to people who ain't afraid to break all that normality shit, and let's just be who the fuck we are. And that's why I settle for a lot of shit in life. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, because this is therapy. That's why I settle for a lot of shit in life, because I wanted it not the easy way, but what I'm saying is the I can relate way. Because I don't want to be with some shit I just can't relate to. I just don't want to be around some shit that I can't relate to. I just can't relate to the shit that you got going on. Okay, you can either want to A, change the shit, or you can either A, B. You can keep doing the same shit, or it could either be C. I don't have to see none of that shit. How about that? How about I be strong enough? I don't care what you gave me. I don't care how good it was. I don't care what you fed me. I don't care how much you gave me. I don't care. I got to get my ass up out of that shit, because it is not healthy. At the end, it is not healthy. It is not healthy for the mind, because now all you can do is just work on shit to where your little artery is going to plug up, or whatever the fuck it is, because you got to prove your point all goddamn time, and you ain't got to prove no point. The best thing we can do is not talk, y'all. Hey. The best thing we can do is not talk. The best thing we do is not talk. The best thing we do is just sit up here and shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. At least you ain't got to go through what the fuck you said. Now, if you're a hard-ass thinker and you think out loud and you think hard, you think out loud so loud people can actually hear what you're thinking. I know some people out there that do that. Don't play with me, man. Don't act like I'm just be saying shit so I can sound fly and cool. I know. I get it. I understand. I know I'm slick. And Rick and all the women. Now I'm just saying, a gift of mine is I can put words together real good. I can put these words together real good. Thank you. Appreciate it, brother. I know somebody. I know there's a God somewhere. And I know I got some shit I ain't never seen. And I asked for it because I knew I was going to get it. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was going to get it. Then what comes, it comes when it's supposed to come. And that's why I say, what image are you made of? What image are you made of? This is what he does on a daily basis, though. I see this shit with my own eyes. But what image are you in? What image are you in? I don't care what happened to me. I don't care what happened to me, because I know whatever happened to me, it has to happen to me. And then if I get into a familiar pattern, because my daddy always used to tell me about the patterns, you get into the familiar pattern, what you going to do when you get into the pattern the 33rd time? What you going to do when you get into the pattern the 66th time? Do you know you're going to go through the same ass pattern until you finally get it? You know what I'm saying? And when you finally get it, that means that you really love that situation enough to where everything that you were struggling in, you overcame that. Everyone that you overcame it. It took you a while. It took you your pace. But then I'm talking about that one day where it just actually clicked on and you just went full speed. Yeah, some people, we got to go in the building and get that pump. Like, we got to, that's all. Y'all remember them old school air pumps on the bike? You got to get the little thing, the little stand up. That's how long it takes sometimes. That's how long it takes. Some people got that little machine with just and it blow it up real quick. That's all it takes. But whatever it is, you're going to be put around whatever atmosphere you want to be in. So say you want to be something that you really don't want to be, or be something that you really ain't supposed to be being, because that's not your frequency. It's not what you're supposed to do. And I'm speaking from experience. I'm just really talking now at this point, because this is my therapy. This is when I get to talk, because I feel like it's somebody right there I'm talking to, and they can just relate to what I'm talking to. You know, when shit just go haywire. I'm talking about the kitchen sink, the bathroom sink, the neighbor sink, the water dripping, shit crawling around, people flying around, all kinds of shit. It's hot, it's cold. Car work, car don't work. All kinds of shit. Money, no money. Got the money, lost the money. Got some more money, lost the money. The more money I get, the more I lose. The more I lose, the more money I get. Whatever, man. Whatever the situation may be. Whatever the whole case may be. Just know the first thing you got to do is just say, you know what? I knew this shit was going to happen. Damn, you kill a lot of this shit. A lot of this shit will die. Y'all see how I'm looking at it? If you just kill it, You can just kill some of the goddamn opposition off, but how the fuck you feel about yourself? You can take away a lot of the heat away from yourself if you just really identify that, okay, the more I walk this way, the more I need to expect that way to come fuck with me. The more I go this way, the more I know that way gonna come over there and fuck with me. The more I go this way, the more I know that way gonna come over there and fuck with me. I know I gotta be prepared for when over there come over here to over here. Now let's just add this into the physical. Let's say always get out the spiritual and get to the physical. Let's get into this. Okay, so all right. You don't worry about what nobody tells you. You don't worry about nobody think about you. But you get mad because somebody play with you and your emotions. Are you gonna pass that same pattern? You're not. Because in your mind, ain't nobody gonna play at my top. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Where we got that one thing we stand on, but that one thing we standing on is hindering us. That one thing that we stand on, that one thing that we say makes us 100. That one thing that we say we 100 in it, that's the shit that's hindering us. Everything that you've been doing, you got to start doing the opposite. You got to start doing the opposite. You got to be a newborn baby. I ain't saying stop what you're doing if it's working. So you mean to tell me if it's going all good? No, that ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your shadow work. Talking about the shit that you keep in between yourself. Talking about the shit that you and yourself have a conversation with, and you and yourself know that that's what you and yourself do. I don't care if you have a partner or no partner. I don't care if you're alone or you're with somebody. You still got shadow work. Some of us still doing shit from the second decade, which was our 20s, in our 40s. And I can go number for number and do that all again, but why bother? When we can just identify that shit's over there, it's coming over here. What you gonna do when you gotta lose something that's close to you? How you gonna react? How you gonna grieve from that? How? People want to know. People want to know. People want to know. Well, you hold on, just like this is what made me make it. And I thanks to all the people that told me. And the number one person was my mother. She told me, you just hold on to that good shit, son. And that's what the fuck I held on to. And guess what? My motherfucking hand's still on it because I ain't letting go. So again, I appreciate everything that happened to me, man. I can't even say, well, why me? Why? I mean, come on. If I'm going to be Big Reggie, I'm going to be Big Reggie. That's my name. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to be who I am, I'm going to be who I am. I can't let no group or clique or not one person that I call myself loving change me. Because the day that I start doing what I'm doing right now, and the day that I just couldn't help it, like I can't go nowhere without not saying something to somebody that'll lift them up and make them feel better about themselves. Any place I won't go in to try to, if it's a dull situation, when they see me, they're like, oh, at least Reggie here. That's what I'm talking about. You see how they made me laugh? Oh, at least Reggie here. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't one of them people, man, you should become one of them people, man. Be the person to where when you come in there, they be like, oh, man, yeah, it's going to be a good day today. You can see on their face. Because I have my people, too, that come and be like, yep, I'm going to have a good day today. Yeah, when you don't see them, you know what I'm saying? And that shit kind of mess with you because you got to deal with the other shit that I just got to talk about, man. What kingdom you live in, huh? What kingdom you live in? What kingdom you see? Which image are you made of? Which image? Made in the image. I say made in the image. I ain't saying let us make man in our image like it said, but I'm talking about made in the image. I want to know what image you in today, and I want you to ask yourself: is this the image that you want portrayed to the ones that love you? Huh? Is the image that you acting out right now? Is that what they want? Is that what the people want? Because if that ain't what the people want, I ain't talking about what the people want, like what the people want. I ain't talking about giving them something stupid that ain't got no source in it. I'm talking about giving them something that they can have source in it. Give them something to where when they in alone and they in the corner, they can play this and you can share this right now. And you can share it in these words that's being said and the ones that's being heard. It can change somebody's life. Man, hey, I'm talking about thank you to you, boy. Thank you to you. Because you the one that made it possible. You understand what I'm saying? You the one that made it possible. You the one that made it possible. You don't want that made it possible. You the only one that made this happen the way that it happened. You the only one. So you need to start believing in yourself. And the first thing you need to do before I do anything else, I'm gonna just take a couple of seconds out to tell yourself that you love yourself, man. For real, man. You don't need nobody to call you to tell you that, hey, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody to call and tell me now when to do. They don't do nothing but boost my energy up. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on who telling me they love me and what they love me for. See, some people, hey, man, they're not totally in love with you. They love you for something that you do. You know what I'm saying? It could just be one thing. You probably do that one good thing, one good, and they love you for that. That's the only thing that they love you for. So they don't love you all the way around. They just love you a little bit. I'm just trying to tell you, you know the ones that just love you a little bit. I don't care if you're relatives or you're not relatives. I don't care if you're same color or not the same color. That's the way that's what they built this country up off on, is to make sure this shit stay divided. It don't even matter, man. Fuck it. It don't even matter, man. It don't even matter. It don't even matter, man. It don't even matter. I don't know what image you live in, but hey, check the image that you live in and ask yourself, this is the image that I want to portray to the people that I say I love? Man, that's what you need to be. That's what we all need to be doing, man. I make sure that I am the brightest energy around when I go around somebody. So if somebody is having a bad day and I know I go around and be like, you know what, this is a scene to where no words need to be used. It just needs presence. Maybe when you be told to go somewhere, you be sitting at home 17 days in a row. Some say go outside to 1301 23rd Street. And you just go outside to 1301, even though your partner stay over there. I'm just giving out an address. Boop. I'm sorry if that's your address, but that's the one I just got up to my head. And then you just go over there, and then you just sit over there, man. You sit over there for about a good 2 hours. You've been at home 17 days. You stand over there for a good 2 hours. You feel better than the whole 17 days you was at home in that peace. You had to go outside to the peace zone to get peace. And ain't nobody even saying that when you went to your peace zone, because they understood that you just wanted to get out and sightsee. Because sometimes just sightseeing with no words, I mean, you just shutting up, you don't appreciate shit. Sometimes you ain't got to tell people that you appreciate shit. Because some people don't like when you start appreciating shit because they don't appreciate their goddamn self. So therefore, you can't tell everybody that because everybody, if you tell somebody that, they probably take that shit against you and stab you with it. They'll take the appreciation that you gave them and stab your ass with it. You ever been stabbed with appreciation? Wow, man, stop. Oh, man, it's about time for me to roll them up out of there. How many more get us? Give them about 10 more minutes, man. Give them on tab. So, man, they done stabbed yourself with that shit. They done stabbed you with the shit that you done gave them, man. You ain't that shit is the worst feeling in the world. When you sit up there and gave it all, and I know when I say gave it all, you was in this relationship and you just wanted it bad. You don't know why you want this relationship bad, because you know that person didn't want that relationship bad. That's what made you want it better. Because that person didn't want it. That's what made you want that relationship better. Boy, if only feeling yourself like that was, God, ooh, and that person know too. That person know that they got it. You know what I'm saying? And then they just everything that you gave. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's better now because those words were for not that day. Those words was for later on. What you thought you was doing right there, see, you was moving too fast, and you thought you knew everything. I'm talking to myself, y'all. I ain't talking to none of y'all. Talking to y'all, I'm gonna move too fast, Reg. I was moving too fast, man. Oh, I was doing way too much trying to control some shit and control everything around me just because I knew certain shit and paid attention to certain shit and you know what I'm saying, lived a certain way and understood shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I still got tested in my own words and then got proven wrong in my own shit, and then they had to teach me with my shit. That's a humbling shit right there. That shit, that was, you know what, let me bring this shit down, because that shit was embarrassing. If you still get embarrassing in 2024, then if you still getting embarrassed, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Don't nobody else. Yeah, because you got to be careful what you say, but you got to be comfortable in being embarrassed. I ain't going to say get comfortable because you don't have to get embarrassed all the time. I'm just saying, though, that's on this side of the spectrum, on the spiritual side of the spectrum, that's humility, you know, humility. Then you look over here in this section over there, they do humiliation rituals, you know what I'm saying? So what's up with, make it make sense? What's up with humiliation? This is what I'm saying. This is what make it make sense is all about. You understand what I'm saying? Make it make sense, man. Just what is that all about? Can somebody put it in the chat? What's that about? Give y'all a second, man. Just man, the stuff that's driving you to do it, whatever driving you is, whatever you're doing, I don't care. what you're doing. If your drive is high doing it, then you got to find that one ingredient that was in there to make this stick together. You know what I'm saying? To make it stick together. What's the flour? What's the coating? What's the coating? What's the main ingredient? What's this to make it is what it is? Chicken fried rice. What makes chicken fried rice? Is it the chicken or is it the fried rice? But that's what we got to decide, is what I'm saying. That's what we got to decide. We got to decide which image are we made out of. Which image? You see how I'm bringing this home, y'all? Which image are you made up of? Huh? Which image are you made up of, huh? What your kingdom look like? Huh? What this believing in yourself look like? Yeah. How you feel about yourself right now? Are you one of the ones that know anything that you feel to do, that shit gonna work? And look, you know you're a bad one when you know that, hey, if the shit didn't work, it still worked. Because you didn't reach whatever it is that you thought you reached, but then again, there was something over there that when you was reaching, there was something out there that you can grab onto. Like my mama said, man, hey man, find something good to hang on to. Find something good to hang on to. It's something good. It ain't all bad. That's what we talked about last week. It ain't all bad. And it ain't all good. We made in the image, y'all. What image? Of the God that you serve. Your behavior is your God, bro. Your behavior is your God. Your behavior is your God. That's the God you serve. However you behave, that's the God you serve. Yeah, I said it. Write that down, man. Your behavior. Your behavior is your God. However you act towards people, whatever you do when you get in any type of trench, because there's all kinds of trenches. Whatever you do in that type of trenches, that's the God that you are. Quit it. That's the God that you are. That's the God that you are. Quit it. Yeah. Your behavior is the God that you are. Whatever you're doing right now, that's the God that you are. And just think about it. The God of what? Yeah, the God of all of it. Because these boys, when Moses was up there talking God, these boys down here was building a gold calf. So just imagine, man, these people be like, you know what? I ain't got to believe what they believe over here. I'm going to make up something what my people believe. And that's our story for today, bro. Motherfuckers just branching off shit and just making their own shit. Branching off shit and just making their own shit. Branching off shit and just making their own shit. And that's what the fuck people doing today. And that's what's going on until they understand that, you know what I'm saying, if you put all these damn branches back together, nigga, it'll be one tree. The fuck is we doing out here, man? Put all these branches together to become one tree. Why the fuck is we breaking off all this shit, man? Why was we falling off? I had a song, I did a song called I Came Too Far For Me to Fall. I wrote this shit 87 years ago. I came too far for me to fall off. I don't want to talk about the other part, but I'm talking about I came too far for me to fall off. I can be put into a situation, and that situation look like it's the end, but it's not the end. It's just the beginning to get me into a situation that's even further. This situation that I was in the last time that I spoke about for about 4 weeks put me in a position to where I'm able to do something I said I was going to do 5 years ago. I should have been doing this 5 years ago. Just imagine if I was doing this 5 years ago, people, where I would be at right now. Y'all be looking at me and I have a K behind my numbers. You be looking at me and I'm going to have a K behind the numbers because I'm going to have a K behind these numbers. And y'all going to get me to where those K's going to become behind them numbers. I don't want no dollars in my hand. I don't want none of that. I want the people to know that, you know what, man, I know it's something in there today that is going to be good. And I want it. And I know I can't get it everywhere. It's funny that this person is the only person that can give it to me the way that I want it to serve to me. That's the person. That's why people go to church. They like the way that person served that certain dish. That motherfucker cooked the same dish every goddamn Sunday and served that bitch. And motherfuckers love it because they love their dish the way that they love their dish. Use the same ass ingredients. Because we've been going to the same ass Thanksgiving and it's been the same ass macaroni. I know. I get it. We don't know when to shout. I know. We don't know when to shout. We don't know. It's been the same shit that's been going on, y'all. What image are you made out of? What image is making you right now? Is your image Jesus Christ? Well, do what Christ did. All right? You can't do other shit if you can't. You can, But then they'll call you a hypocrite. What the fuck is a hypocrite? Because we all hypocrites. The fuck? This is what I'll be saying. This is the shit that I gotta tell myself, man. Like when somebody call me some shit, I can't be surprised when they fucking call me that shit. Like, well, you got them, you might have a motherfucking point. You might have a motherfucking point. You might have a point. Shit. Hey man, I'm not gonna sit up here and argue with this shit, man. Why the fuck? I used to argue like my shit was more of you got me fucked up. It was some more of that you got me fucked up type shit. How many of y'all is in some you got me fucked up shit right now? This shit happening to you and the motherfucker blaming you blaming the other motherfucker. You one person cool, the other person ain't cool. How many of y'all in that type of situation right now? That shit there is for the strong. That shit is not for the weak and the faint. I'm telling you. Because that takes some special type of goddamn people. So that takes some special. That's some special shit. Is it toxic? I think that shit is muscle building. I think that shit is muscle building. On the inside and the outside, I think that shit is muscle building. It could be detrimental. It could be the best thing to happen. It could be whatever the fuck they want to make it out of. But it ain't your decision to make it the way the fuck that you want to make it. It's not your choice to make it the way the fuck you want to make it. It's not your choice. So leave them people and how they live alone. And don't talk about how them people living. Talk about how you gonna live. Because if you taking away time to worry about how somebody else living, you ain't worried about how you living, Jack. And then if you be around too much, then goddamn you ain't never got time for yourself and you can't never be honest to yourself. So it ain't no good to be around nobody if you ain't honest to yourself. If you be around somebody, you got to buy outfits just to make sure that you feel good. Hey man, goddamn man, you mean tell me? Oh man, I know niggas that wear the same goddamn clothes every day. They still feel good about themselves. Hell, they even got a goddamn girlfriend. How the fuck a homeless man have a girlfriend? I'm just talking about that. I ain't saying how like that's impossible, but that's dedicated mother man. For the both of us, y'all. We out there struggling. That it's cheaper to keep them. It's cheaper to keep. I'm just trying to tell you, man. Don't let other people tell you how to live your life, and don't let other people tell you that you made them. They made you. Don't, man. How the fuck somebody can make somebody? They are not tied to each other. They're not born to each other. They ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way. Ain't no how. There's a song called that too. I done told y'all, being broke now. A lot of things I don't worry about. But other people gonna call you. Other things I don't care about. But other people gonna call you. A lot of things I really ain't partaking in. A lot of people gonna call you. So I deal with a lot of people gonna call me, but a lot of people don't call me. It's a lot of people talk about me, but there's a lot of people that don't talk to me. It's a lot of people I don't want to talk to. It's a lot of people I want to talk to. It's a lot of people I want to talk to me. It's a lot of people I want to talk to. It's some people I just want to be quiet around and don't say nothing and just be around them. It's some people I can't even be around. I got to know that all those situations are true and all those situations happen and going to happen continuously. You're going to be around somebody you don't want to be around, but you're going to be around them. Can't run from it. You're going to run into it. That's it. If you run from it, you're going to only run into it. Be the light. Be the light. Be the light. If you're the darkness, be the darkness. People can get out of darkness. People can get out of darkness. We started in the darkness. Come on now. Let there be light. On the seventh day there was light. We started in the darkness. Why the fuck are we so ashamed of it? Why we don't want to come from that? Why is that a shameful place? That's not a shameful place. You go back into the light, you come back to the shit again. We do better in the dark than we do in the light. Stars shine bright in the dark. Fuck. In the dark, not the sun. Not when the sun out. Not when people can't see it. It's when people can't see it. That's the type of shining I like to do. That's the type of shining I am. I'm that type of shining. In the dark shining. Yeah, I don't want to be in the light shining. That shit is irrelevant. Always seen. I'm talking about them people. Y'all know how that shit look, man. The people that always want to be seen. A lot of people want to be cool with them, and they don't give a fuck about you. That motherfucker that's in the dark shining bright to the motherfucker, you don't want to give that shit no chance, though. They missed the bus the whole time because you sat over there and prayed for the shit. God kept telling you, I done gave it to you, but you just keep on just dismissing me because it looked like that. You don't know what God looked like because you made in the image. You made in the image of your behavior. You're accustomed to your behavior, and you know how you want shit, how you want it to go. That's who your God is. Then don't turn around and try to use the God that they talk to about on Sundays because every church got a different God. If you think I'm lying, go to the church and see what type of story they're talking about. They reading the same scriptures. Don't get me wrong. They reading the same scriptures over and over again. But some of the people that read the scripture ain't even got no fucking soul to read your scripture. So how you going to get empowered by that? Man, come on, man. You can only empower yourself, man. You can't look for somebody to pump words into you that's been here for so long and been altered. You can't look for people to do that. It's time for me to go. It's been an hour. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Continue to rock with me on this TikTok. Continue to rock with me on Facebook, YouTube. Make it make sense, man. Made in the image. Y'all go back and y'all rewind this and y'all get them tips out. But until then, I'm out of here, man. Play my theme song.
Mr. Erico, baby, come see about me. And we swing and swing right, swing left. Roll with me or get rolled over. I'm rolling like a locomotive. Ain't no stopping me now. 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 So why would you try? I tell no lies. Got fear in his eyes. Don't play with this guy that here's not wise. Play my hand right. Got peace right. Styrofoam white. Top 8 ice. She's so shy. She still try. These lame ass niggas, they so tired. Stay getting money. Try to take from me. Rap like a mummy. Can't say nothing. That's his money. Bring it here, honey. She work for me. Fly snow bunny. Whatever I said, I done it. Talk girly, run me my money. Grip hard, I keep water running. Stack hard, thumbing through blue hundreds. Summing up, take nothing, I'm funded. Hear nothing, these rappers be mumbling. Running up, magician with the numbers. Cold winters, it's bands in the summer. No, really, I'm just being honest. Graduated and hustling with honors. Beat the case, not guilty, your honor. No snitching, not talking, I promise. Ain't no stopping me now. 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 Swing.